my God. Dumb question. What was more stressful with Neuro? The zoo, aquarium, or shopping? Zoo. 100% zoo. Biggest nightmare in my life. Like, I'll tell you guys, I've had my fair share of stressful experiences in my life, okay? If the disasters that have happened throughout my subathon, with fires occurring, me having to leave my home, my family coming in last minute, there's 6 fires in my backyard, my PC not working, monitors not working, camera not working, 3D tracking breaking, like mic breaking, mouse breaking, keyboard breaking. If all of these were not enough of an indication of how insane my life is, I just want to let you guys know, I have gone through my fair share of like insane, stressful situations in life, okay? I think things have calmed down a little bit since I've moved out from home, but that zoo stream was so stressful, you guys. Okay, I need you guys to write some notes right now, okay? I'm gonna give you guys the whole rundown, whole freaking rundown, all right? Whole freaking rundown. So let me tell you guys the entire plan, okay? I had known Vedal for quite some time already before this. So we had already known each other for a little bit. We talked a little bit, and basically for me, I don't like half-assing things. That's my big thing. I do not like half-assing things. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to put time into it, and I'm going to make sure that the quality is at a level that I think is good. Yeah, so it has to be something that I personally can accept and something that I like, you know? I'm not gonna go out and give you guys like content just because I need to throw it out there. Because I personally think that's not very fair to my Tomaniacs that support me so much, and if I don't have good content, I might as well not show it, you know what I mean? But basically, I wanted to plan out a collab, you know, if I was going to do one. And then Vedal was like, you're collabing with Neuro. And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, you are. And I was like, I am? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay, what, like next week? And he was like, yeah, probably, maybe. And I was like, okay, yeah. Fair. So it's happening? And he's like, yeah, I think so. And I'm like, okay, can you like just confirm with me so that I know what to plan for? And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. And basically there's like some miscommunication. There was fault on both parts, okay? It's not any one person's fault, but there was a lot of miscommunication where I was under the impression that since I was told you're collabing, that I was having a collab. Because we weren't really sure, we didn't actually get the ample time to prepare as much as I wanted to. And I was like, hey, so is the collab happening? And he's like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, it is? And he was like, yeah, it's happening. And I'm like, is it really? And he's like, I mean, it doesn't have to if you don't want it to. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you already told me like that it was happening, so I prepared for it to happen, but like, is it happening? And he was like, oh, it might be. So there was just a lot of communication issues, and I was like, bro, I'm not very happy with this at all, okay? I'm really not happy with this. I kind of want to be able to plan properly for a collab, please, if that's okay. And so we did our first zoo stream together, which was stressful because I actually suggested a different zoo, but our bodyguard at the time was closer to the LA zoo, so I went there instead. And I was like, Vedal, I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure the signal at this other zoo is better than the one at the LA zoo. I cannot guarantee for you how good the signal will be. And he was like, I think it's probably fine. I was like, okay, it's probably fine then. I'll trust you. You're the tech guy. We go in there. I test out the connection for 20 minutes, okay? I literally walked in the first 20 minutes of the zoo just to check to make sure the connection was good. And he was like, yeah, the connection's fine. We walk, and immediately after the 20-minute point where I stopped the testing for the IRL stream, all of the signal dies. And I'm like, are you serious, bro? Are you serious? And the signal is so bad that he can't even tell me that the stream is down. So I'm just like, bro, what is happening? I can't sell. And like, you know, it's my first IRL stream, by the way. It was my first ever IRL stream. So I had spent like the entire past 12 hours trying to figure out the equipment as well. And I was really confused. And I was like, I've never done something like this. I don't know how to plan this out at all. I'm really confused and lost. I'd appreciate some help. Oh my God, I'm stressed. So I was really upset and sad at myself for not being able to deliver on a collab that I really wanted to do. And so we planned again to do it during TwitchCon. And I'm for the people, man. I don't like it when my friends spend money on me, all right? So basically we replanned our zoo stream for San Diego Zoo during TwitchCon, where Vedal would just be like, I don't know, watching from the UK and pressing some buttons. I don't know, man. But basically he would sit in his comfy little chair in the UK being British, and I was the one that would be manning the camera, you know, as I do as the IRL funny person, right? So I was like, okay, all right, British man, I know it's probably early or whatever for you, but can you please help me out here? And he was like, yeah, so do you have the backpack? And I'm like, oh yeah, I can find a backpack. And he's like, do you want me to ship you a backpack? And I was like, no, of course not, because it's like over $500 USD to ship the backpack to me. And it's not even that I get to keep it. It's 500 USD for me to get the backpack for like a day. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm okay. I think I'd prefer not to spend your money, please. Like, I want to save your money when I can, you know? I'm not the kind of person that's trying to take advantage of your money or like the amount of money that you possess. I do not care about that, but I'm not gonna use your money, okay? So I instead reached out to one of my friends that had a backpack, and I was like, hey, could you be free for me to borrow the backpack, please? And they're like, oh yeah, maybe, but you should check with another source in case, because I want to use my backpack too. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Attempt number one. Then I asked some other friends that are like under one of those like funny agencies like Mythic or like UTA, kind of, you know, like different agencies and stuff. So I asked one, and they're like, okay, we'll look into that for you. Don't worry, we'll try to get you a backpack. I asked my other friend, yes, we'll look into it for you. We'll try to get you another backpack. So now I've got 3 potential backpacks that I can use, right? Then the day comes, it's like the night before TwitchCon, okay? I'm driving down to get to San Diego for TwitchCon, and they're like, oh, yeah, we still haven't gotten a response to see if you can get a backpack yet. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Can we please check? And they're like, yes, we can check. We can definitely check. And I was like, oh my God, all right, that's totally fine. That's totally okay. It's now nighttime. No updated backpack. And I'm like, oh my God, so you mean to tell me that this collab is like 12 hours away? And Vedal's like, did you get the backpack yet? And I'm like, I'm working on it, okay? And he was like, did you get the backpack though? And I'm like, I'm stressed. I just finished a drive, multiple hours. Please let me figure it out. And he was like, okay, cool. And I was like, all right. It's fine. And so I asked another friend, and I'm like, hey, do you know how like anyone, like, do you know any way for me to get a potential backpack? And my friend's like, oh yeah, let me look into that for you. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm waiting for that. I see another friend, and I'm like, hey, do you know anyone that could potentially help me get a backpack, please? Because Twitch was actually renting out backpacks during that time. So we were trying to get a backpack directly from Twitch because they were allowing streamers to use backpacks for IRL streams. So I was like, okay, yeah, if you could help me get one, that would be perfect. They asked their friend, so it's like a friend asking a friend. So now I have 6 people looking for a backpack for me. And I'm like, please, I really need this for tomorrow. I only need it for one day for one collab, please, if that's okay. And they're like, yes, we'll look for that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We've got you covered. We'll try to find it. The night is still going on. It's like 10 p.m. at this point, okay? It's 10 p.m. at this point. The collab is at 11 a.m. We have less than 12 hours before the actual collab. And I'm like, oh my God. And Vedal's like, hey, did you find it yet, by the way? I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon. And I'm like, yes, I'm working on it. I'm trying to find the backpack. I'm trying. And he's like, okay, just let me know if you can find it, okay? It's fine. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And I think at this point, he probably could tell that I was starting to get like stressed, you know? And for reference, this is not just a regular backpack. A lot of people think that it's not a big deal for me to have to find a backpack. And it's because this backpack is essentially an on-the-go streaming setup. It has all your modems, your routers, your camera, your microphone, the like camera stands, and also like the actual specific streaming hardware that you need in order for you to stream IRL. So it's a lot more complicated than it sounds. So I've got like 6 attempts to try to find a backpack at this point. None are working. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Oh my God, it's fine. It's totally fine. And then I ask another friend, and I'm like, hey, do you have an IRL setup that I can use? And they're like, oh, actually, I didn't bring mine. So I'm like, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I asked another friend and I was like, hey, do you have a backpack that I can use, please? And they're like, no, but I have a phone. And I'm like, okay, I'll keep this in mind. And the backpacks are expensive. They're like 2.5K for a backpack. And then I'm like, oh my God, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And somehow randomly we meet our bodyguard at this party that I'm at, you know? Because I'm still trying to have a comfortable time, you know? I'm still trying to have a good time. And some people might say that that is unprofessional of me. But if anything, I would say that I went above and beyond to try to ensure that I would have a backpack. Because at this point, I have 8 different sources of potentially getting a backpack. Like I have 8 different people telling me, yeah, you'll get a backpack tomorrow, don't worry. But I 100% wanted to make sure with 100% certainty that I would get a backpack. So I continued to search even when I was going to little parties with friends, you know? So like I could have really just been like, yeah, I already got the okay, I'll wait until tomorrow morning. But I 100% really wanted that guarantee that yes, we have the backpack for you and it is for you. So I continued looking for it even throughout the night. And I wouldn't say that's like unprofessional, but yeah, I think I was fine. Setting up 8 different contingencies isn't even remotely close to lazy. Well, I mean, some people can argue against it and say that I should have been prepared ahead of time, because I think I remember when people were hearing about this whole fiasco, they were wondering why I didn't have it ahead of time. And it's because I don't own the backpack, you guys. I need to ask people for it and I need to find it, you know? And especially since I need to like travel to a convention at the same time, it's a little hectic. But some people forget about that, and some people do not realize that there's a lot of things moving behind the scenes when it comes to planning for streams like this. And so I asked 8 people and there's still no backpack. All right, I finally ask a 9th person, and this 9th person is not even a 9th person. This 9th person is the same person that I asked at first that was planning on using the backpack. And I was like, please, can I please like maybe potentially use your streaming backpack? I'm so sorry. I know you really want to stream tomorrow and I know you were planning on streaming this entire weekend, but is it okay for me to potentially just like use the backpack for a couple hours? Like it's for my friend's collab and I'm not even going to stream it on my own channel, if that's okay. And they're like, okay, yeah, just I'll think about it. If you still need my backpack tomorrow, I'll let you use it, but find another option first, okay? I should be the last option. So I was like, okay, it's fine. That's okay, it's fine, it's totally okay. And so I'm like really drunk at this point. I was like stress drinking, you guys. I'm not even joking. I was so fucking stressed. I was drinking like crazy because I didn't really know what to do, because I don't like half-assing things, you know? I really don't like half-assing things. So I'm trying my utmost best and trying my hardest to be able to actually stream. And I really, really wanted to make the stream good as well, because, you know, my first zoo experience was cut short due to like technical issues. And I really wanted to be able to prove that I'm capable of streaming properly. You know, I wanted to prove that that's okay and that I can do something like that. I was like, I need to make this happen. I need it. I got home, got back to the hotel room, knocked the out, and I woke up at like 8 a.m. So I basically had like 4 hours of sleep. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. I rushed to TwitchCon because, you guys, big thank you to all of my friends for helping me out, because I did get the email confirmation from Twitch saying, yes, you've been approved for an IRL backpack. Congratulations. And I'm like, oh, thank God, I have the backpack. I go there and my dreams are crushed. Crushed. Because I get there and I find out the Twitch backpacks are programmed and like pre-set up in a way so that the only way that you can stream is directly to your channel and you can't customize it. And I'm not streaming to my channel, I'm streaming for Neuro, you know? And so I call Vedal and I'm like, Vedal, I don't know what to do. Can you explain to them what we have to do in order to fix this? And he was like, yeah, we need to do this, this, and this. And they're just like, yeah, we can't help you with that. Maybe you can go down to this place instead and ask them to help you. And I was like, okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. So I run throughout the entire TwitchCon convention to the official IRL backpack like little table area, and I tell them the situation, I tell them what's going on. This is my 10th time trying to find an actual backpack. And they're like, I'm so sorry, we can't do that for you. And I'm just like, oh my god, bro, oh my god. So then I ask another friend and they're like, oh, I have like a phone set up if that's okay. And I'm like, Vedal, I have a phone, can I stream with that? And he's like, no, that will not work. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. it's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. It's fine. And so what I do instead is I call my friend who I originally asked for like 3 times now, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Is it okay if I borrow your backpack, please? Is that okay? And they're like, yeah, you can borrow it. It's okay. It's all right. I can tell you're stressed. It's fine. You can use my backpack. And I'm like, oh my God, you're a lifesaver. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to take your bag. And they're like, no, it's okay. It's okay. Relax. And I'm like, and they're like, okay, but you can like, I'm staying at this hotel. If you want to, you can come to this hotel and meet me there and I can give you the backpack. And I'm like, okay, sure. That's totally fine. I don't even remember how long I ran, you guys. I don't remember if it was 1 mile, if it was 1.5 miles, or if it was 2 miles, but I ran that distance all the way to that hotel that my friend was staying at. I called our bodyguard and said, come pick me up at this hotel and we are going to immediately go to the zoo afterwards. I need to get this backpack. And I'm like, and I'm running, I'm sweating, and I'm so tired, and I'm like, oh my God. And I finally get the backpack, we get it running, and that's the end of my 12+ hour fiasco trying to get an IRL backpack for the zoo stream. So I think by far, the zoo stream was probably the most stressful one I've had yet. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. Ran like crazy. Sounds like madness. You should let him pay next time. No, I don't like making people pay for things for me, you know? I don't feel good about it knowing that people are spending money on me unless they like really want to. So if it's avoidable, I don't want people to spend money, you know? You forgot drunkenly mumbling to your friends about backpack? Oh, yeah. I honestly think that was one of the most embarrassing things, you guys. I'll have you know, I was so drunk because I was so stressed out. Like, I was stressed. I spent basically 12 hours straight looking for a backpack for this stream. Literally like 12 hours trying to find this. And I was like, oh my God. So I kept taking shots because that's how I like drinking. I don't like drinking mixed drinks. I just take shots. And unfortunately, I was really gone. And at one point, I was just on my friends and I was like, I really need the backpack. I don't know what to do. I need the backpack. Do you think I'll be able to get it? I really need the backpack. I really need it. I really need it. I really need it. Please. How does the Twitch one only connect to your account? Does that work? How does that work? Don't you just sign into your account? All the Twitch ones were pre-programmed, so they were already like set up ahead of time, which is how they were minimizing any extra potential issues. So there was no way for us to adjust it unless we got it completely reset, which would take too long. So I was like, oh my god. And I was just like clinging to my friends and I was like, guys, do you think I'll get the backpack? I really need the backpack. I need the backpack so bad. And I like cried myself to sleep. I cried myself to sleep that night because of how stressed I was. And I was staying with one of my close friends, Suko, who's an angel VTuber, and she's like my bestie. I love her. And she was like, oh no, don't cry. And she like cuddled me until I slept. And she just like cuddled me and I was like, I don't know if I'll get the backpack. And I just fell asleep. It was so rough. It was so freaking rough. Oh my God. I understand the risk with that, but that's so stupid. I think it's because if you were able to like sign in and out of it, it's hard to keep track of who exactly is taking that backpack for the day. Like say for example, I borrowed the TwitchCon approved like Twitch official backpack and I just signed out of it and gave it to like 4 other people to use. What if that last person doesn't return it or doesn't return it on time? It's hard to hold up the responsibility for it, you know? So from their side of things, I totally understand where like that could be an issue, you know? Because some people might be bad actors and they might run off with the equipment and you'd have no way of actually finding it again. So that's why they weren't able to change things up for me, I would assume. But it was a stressful time. Oh my God. Oh, I had a really good time though. I really enjoyed it. The zoo stream was a lot of fun. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.